If you're waking up inside a high control religion, it can feel confusing. Asking questions about what you were taught doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means you were thinking. If you need support while coming out of a high control religion, visit xjwfriends.com. You don't have to do this alone.
But let's see what happens. Hello. Hi, everyone. Joe will be right here, and hope everything is well in your area. We know that different areas have had lots and lots of snow. I know New York City, which we're about 5 hours north of it, so we did not get the snow. No. Long Island, our Mr. CIA got how many inches? 23, 24, 26, somewhere. You got a lot of snow, yes. And let's see, of course, Boston got buried. We haven't heard from Rick Fearon, but we hope all is well there. Gail, Gigi, she's out in Massachusetts. And let's see. Hi. Okay.
That's great.
Okay. Yeah, Joe will be right here. So we want to welcome everyone. Happy thoughts from the UK, and Mama Sue from Iowa, and Matthew Malay Gray from the South Africa. And it is 1:55 a.m. there. So we thank you for joining us, and we'll have others coming on soon. And there was, let's see, what's new?
What's new?
We got heat.
Yeah, well, we had heat, but the furnace was messing up. So our nice landlord, maintenance person, friend, we just spent a couple hours, about a couple hour and a half.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I was sleeping. And he came while I was sleeping.
Yeah, and fixing it. So we got there.
At least a couple hours.
We got there. Always feels good.
Yeah, we have heat, but we didn't get the snow that the other areas got.
Oh, no, we did not. We're getting maybe a few inches now, an inch or so.
Not much.
It's going to get colder again.
Yeah, it's kind of going through that, but it's only the end of
weather.
February.
It's weather.
We still have March to go through.
It's weather.
Yep, it is.
Yep, put up with it.
Yep.
Try to enjoy something.
Yeah. I don't know if, Shauna, if you could just change under Joe and Fran, it says Wise Up. That was last week, and I didn't get a chance to change it. But the theme tonight is your inner language.
Oh, so interesting. Yeah.
Clean?
No, I get it. Thank you. Your inner language. That's what it was?
Mm-hmm. Your inner language.
It's very interesting. It really is. It's personal, too.
I took notes on it.
It's very personal for each person.
Very short video.
Very personal for each person. And sometimes the person doesn't even understand what they're saying to themselves. And when you learn what you're saying to yourself, I think it can at least allow you to think about what you're saying to yourself. And then think about changing what you say to yourself. And it all starts with realizing there's a language, and it's yours. It's yours to manage. It's really helpful.
So
next,
we just want to update folks on Debbie Moore. People have been asking, and the last week or so, she's had some pretty bad falls. Actually, on her birthday, February 10th, she had a really bad fall out of her wheelchair. The wheelchair was too big for her.
Probably slid out or something.
And her phone broke. So that's why no one could get in touch with her. And, Debbie, with her sense of humor, she said, wow, that would have been something if I died on my birthday. And she laughed. I go, Debbie, I said, you have not lost your sense of humor. She goes, well, when I lose that, then I know that I'm really gone.
No, it's good to hear that Debbie's okay. I just want to bring it to your attention that I believe there is a chat issue with YouTube this afternoon because messages are not coming through. I know I have tried to just say hi to Matthew or Happy Thoughts. You're on there.
Yes,
And Happy Thoughts, yeah, I know you're also on our Discord. So I'm wondering if it'd be possible for you to just send me a Discord message, please, just to confirm that we're having a chat issue. Because we're not ignoring anybody, just no comments are coming through right now, Fran, okay?
Right. Okay, I see that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Sorry to interrupt you.
Checking that out. Yes. So again, if anybody wants to send a card to Debbie, talking on the phone is too difficult for her. If you want to send her a text, she appreciates that, or a card. And maybe, Shauna, when you get the chance, I didn't give you a heads up before, but if you still have Debbie's address, she loves to get cards. And I told her everybody's thinking of her and asking about her. So she appreciates that. And there it is up on the screen. If you can see that, and you can send her a quick message, either a text, well, you don't have her phone number, but a card would be nice. So, and if anybody does want her phone number, you can get in touch with us and we'll give it to you. And another one to keep in mind is Gail, Gigi's little nephew. He's 6 years old and he's been dealing with Crohn's disease in and out of the hospital. And he was supposed to have surgery, but they ended up getting the flu, so he could not go into the hospital. But I forget his name. But maybe when Gigi comes on, she can kind of give us an update on him. But okay, it looks like the chat is working. We see Willie B. and Jane Spitfire. Hello, and let us know if you have trouble either hearing us or trouble with the chat. Yep, you're there. Just doing some electronic plugging in. Was this for our phone?
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. Put it in the chat if you know of any updates or anything going on. Okay, and I'm just trying to think. So we have a short video, a 10-minute, part of a longer video,
Yeah.
but it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, and you can pick that up yourselves sometime, the rest of it, if you'd like. It's very good. It's really helpful.
Yeah.
Just a point. There's so much information out there now on the internet at your fingertips, literally, from so many different sources. If you don't like it from one source, look at another, because it's all the same good information. It's texts and points of history that were never really covered before, but they are now. They are now. So basically what people are finding out is, they hid what's real from us. I can even say they hid the truth from us. They hid events from us. They hid timelines. They hid those things. There's a reason why they did that. They did that. They, when I say they, I'm talking about governments, religions, institutions, the institutions that care for all these things, science and universities, even big publishing companies. They really hid these things from us because they knew that if all those things, all that information was available, people wouldn't believe the stories that the government is telling us. We wouldn't believe it. We'd realize, well, it's not true. But see, they wanted us to believe something else they wanted us to believe was true. Well, it turns out it wasn't true. And now we're finding out. The reason being that they wanted to do that because they needed time to get away with doing something that we wouldn't have agreed to. We wouldn't have voted them into office. We wouldn't have accepted the guidelines. We wouldn't have. But we did because basically they lied and hid the information. And now basically they're at the point where they have achieved the plan that they want. Is it completed? Not quite. But see, they've got everything in position for what they want. So now they don't have to worry so much about lying to us anymore. They don't have to worry about all the information that's out here right now. They say, well, you know, it was always there. It was always there, but it wasn't for us. Now we have access to it. So the point being, there's no excuse for not awakening to information that was hidden, that is presently being disseminated now. There's no excuse. It's out there now. How long it's going to be out there is another story. We don't know. You don't know. I think they know, because they have some plan for how long or when the internet is going to be throttled down, shut off, changed, brought back different, with just information they want us to know. You don't know. But right now, it is filled with information. Information that you wonder, where'd this come from? Well, it was hidden. It was, I'll use a word. It was occult. That's literally what occult. All occult means.
OCC.
Occult. OCC. Occult. Occult. All that means, occult literally means hidden. Oh, it was hidden. And it wasn't evil. It wasn't wicked. It was hidden because they hid it. Because they hid it, and they hurt or killed people or tortured people that, or imprisoned people that were trying to dispense it. Now it's a different story. Different story. They say, oh, well, you can get it now. It's okay because we did all the dirt that we wanted, and thanks for helping. See, they actually got people, you, me, people. They actually got people to pay for what they wanted. And we wouldn't have agreed to it had we known what they were doing and what the information was before that. We wouldn't have. But they got it. They lied. They got what they wanted. And they're still going to try to complete that. What's going to happen? I don't know. But if you notice that there's so many things that are changing and upending, and liberties that are leaving, things that you could do before, you can't do them anymore, or accessibility, the prices of things going up, the fact that it could be anything, rents, food, education, anything, jobs, or this AI situation, taking away occupations, and so many more things. What's going on? A huge change is going on. A huge change is going on. That's what's going on. And they know that you would say, oh, I don't want it. No, thank you. We don't want it that way. We want to stay the same. Well, they knew we would oppose it. Well, they had to do it secretly. And they did. And now we're finding out all the things they kept away from us. Now they're more out in the open. But there is a way for us individually to go forward. We're not out to change anything. We're not here to change the world. I can't change the world. You can't change the world. If you think you can, go ahead. I mean, really, if you think you can. But when you think of the amount of wealth and power that's already doing that, we have relatively little say in the matter. We don't have an army. We don't have a media conglomerate to rely on. We don't have that. They do. That's why it works. But there is something that we personally can do. we can understand what our world is, the world that we can have an effect on. And we won't feel poor if that's the case. We'll feel at least we can have the things in the type of world right now within ourselves and around us personally that we can have, and not wait for the government, Uncle Sugar, or whoever to give it to us. No one is going to give you or me anything that we think we want. No one is going to do that. Rather, they take what they want from us so that they can get done what they want. It's all they've ever done. Government's always done that. Doesn't give, government takes. And so what this does is at least is an opportunity to teach us what we have, our resources, not the resources that we want from them, our resources. And that makes us feel good when we can at least know what we have, use it properly, and go forward, to go forward. Yeah. But we may have to, manage the things that we think about as a result. We do have to. That's what this
is a short little video, part of a larger video.
Yeah.
And maybe later, Shauna can put the link in the chat so folks can see it.
Yeah.
And whenever you're ready. Okay, Shauna,
Thank you,
whenever
Shauna.
you're ready. Thank you.
Seem like an endless rerun of the same movie of struggle and frustration. It's not for lack of willpower or hard work. It's because of a barrier, an invisible barrier, silent, but stronger than any concrete wall. It was built within us, without our permission since childhood. And it operates in the shadows of our minds, whispering our limits, defining the size of our cage. Without us even noticing we're trapped. This barrier has a name, and understanding its mechanism is the first step towards freedom. This barrier, this static on the radio of our soul, has a name. It's the vibration of scarcity. And please don't think I'm just talking about money. I'm talking about something much deeper. The scarcity of time, of joy, of self-love, of inner peace. It's that nagging feeling deep in your chest that something is always missing. That happiness is always just around the corner, a corner that never arrives. Imagine abundance as a vast and powerful river, flowing freely. Now imagine scarcity as that very same water, but frozen. It's a block of ice. The substance is the same, the water is all there, but its nature has been altered by one condition: the cold. And what is this coldness in our world? It is us. It is our own internal vibration. It is our chronic fears, our worries that we ruminate on day and night. The poisonous belief that we are not good enough, that we do not deserve it. All of this generates an energy field, a particular winter that freezes the flow of life around us. When you live in this state, you are, without words, shouting to the universe, "My reality is ice. My reality is difficulty, stagnation, lack." And the universe, like a perfect mirror that knows neither good nor evil, only reflects with frightening fidelity the image you emit. It gives you more ice. Most of us were taught to deal with water scarcity by trying to break the ice with a hammer. We work ourselves to exhaustion, push ourselves beyond our limits, fight against the odds. It's a brutal effort that, at best, manages to chip away a few slivers of ice, but never, ever restores the river's flow. The secret isn't fighting the ice. It's futile. The secret is raising the temperature. It's changing the internal condition that's causing the freezing in the first place. You don't need to beg for more water. You need to melt the ice that's already yours. This change in temperature is a change in frequency. It's a conscious decision to stop looking at the ice, to stop feeling its hardness and coldness, and to begin cultivating inner warmth. It's the deliberate act of withdrawing your attention from what is lacking and placing it on what you want to flow. I know it seems too simple, almost naive, but this is the most fundamental law of existence. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. If your attention is spent all day on debt, loneliness, or medical diagnoses, you're unknowingly using your life force to keep the ice solid. You are the guardian of your own prison. Think of each of your thoughts as a small flame or an icy breath. A thought of gratitude for something simple, a moment of confidence in the future, a memory of past joy. All these are small flames that warm the atmosphere. A thought of fear, doubt, resentment, or comparison is a breath of Arctic wind that reinforces the freezing. At every instant, you are choosing which of the two you will nurture. Your reality today is nothing more than the sum of all your temperature choices up to this moment. There is no guilt in this, only a new and liberating awareness. The thermostat is in your hand. The biggest mistake we make is believing that this state of scarcity is an external condition, something the world has imposed on us. But it's a mental habit, an internal vibrational state that projects an external reality. And the good news about habits is that they can be changed. The problem is that we've been so conditioned to live in winter that we've forgotten the warmth of the sun on our skin. We've identified so much with the struggle that we've come to believe that's what life is all about. But the nature of the universe is flow. It's the river running free. Stagnation is an anomaly. The river wants to flow through you. And the most powerful tool to melt that ice, to raise your internal temperature and finally restore the flow, is something you already possess and use every second. It's not an expensive secret guarded by gurus. It's a force born within you, a power so fundamental it has become commonplace. It is with this tool that you write the script of your vibration, and learning to use it intentionally is what separates the person who skates on ice from the one who dances in the river's waters. This tool, this power you use every day, is the word. And I'm not just referring to the word that comes out of your mouth. I'm talking about something much more subtle and powerful. The silent word, the thought. Thoth, the ancient scribe of the gods, the architect of Egyptian wisdom, taught that each of our thoughts is a decree. Imagine you have a chisel and a hammer, and with each thought, you are carving a symbol into the stone of your reality. We are, at every moment, the scribes of our own existence, and most of us are doing this with our eyes closed, carving symbols of limitation without even realizing it. And here's the crux of the matter, the crucial point where almost all of us get lost. When you think with all the good intentions in the world, I want to have more money or I want to find love, what are you really carving into your reality? The word want is a declaration of absence. It's a decree of lack. You are affirming, with the force of your thought, that you, at this very moment, do not have it. And the universe, which is this perfect mirror, simply reflects that vibration back to you. It keeps you in a perpetual state of wanting, but never of having. The carrot is always hanging in front of you. The real turning point, the moment the game changes, is when you stop being the beggar pleading outside the palace and remember that you are the king who holds the key in your pocket. You stop asking and start decreeing. And please don't misunderstand this word. Decreeing has nothing to do with arrogance or giving orders to the universe. It's an act of alignment. It's the calm and silent certainty of someone who recognizes that what they desire already exists as a real possibility and simply chooses that possibility as their own. It's a tiny change in your inner language, but one that causes an earthquake in your vibration. But how do you do that? How do you declare I am prosperous when your bank account says otherwise, without your logical mind laughing at you? The mind is like a guard dog trained to believe only what the five senses tell it. It needs concrete proof. Trying to force it to believe something that contradicts physical reality is like trying to push a wall. You'll only generate more resistance, more internal conflict. And doubt, my friend, is the icy breath that freezes the river again, just when it was beginning to melt. This is where ancient wisdom extends a hand to us. The initiates of the Egyptian mystery schools knew that one cannot fight against the mind. It is a losing battle. The path is to harmonize it. They understood that one cannot build a sacred temple on swampy ground. First, the foundation must be prepared. The murky waters of consciousness must be calmed so that the word of power, the decree, can be spoken in an atmosphere of peace without the static of doubt distorting it. This preparation is the secret to everything. This alignment process isn't about repeating positive phrases like a parrot while your heart screams the opposite. It's about finding a state of neutrality, a 0 point. An inner silence where doubt and belief lose their power, and you can plant a new seed in fertile soil. It's an internal ritual, a fundamental step that prepares your energy field to receive new programming. Without this balance, any decree is just a wish blown to the wind. With it, your word becomes law in your own personal universe. And this ritual, this technique for finding the point of equilibrium, requires nothing from the outside. It involves an invisible scale that we all carry within our hearts. It is an exercise in perception, an active meditation that allows us to place our illusions and fears on one side and the truth on the other.
Muted, and now we're unmuted. Okay.
We're live now.
Okay, we can go. There we are. Okay.
Wait,
Here.
you gotta
Okay.
give me room.
Yeah, you got to
You
come
gotta go
through.
there.
Okay.
No, I gotta come
You
here.
got to come there.
We're in
Okay.
the corner.
Yep.
There's so many phrases in that little dissertation. Each of those phrases is so insightful. They really are. And some of the ones that
Mm-hmm.
we picked
Yeah.
up on, we're going to
Well,
give. And go
yeah,
ahead.
we started with the vibration of scarcity
Yeah,
and changing the temperature. So where your attention goes, that's where
what flows?
that your I didn't write the
Didn't
rest
write
of it.
that
No,
down.
no. Well, I can find it.
Where
Just a
attention
second.
flows.
I got it. Hold on.
And
Just a minute.
The whole concept
7.
here,
I'll tell you.
and this is what it ties in with what Jesus said. He said, the kingdom is within you. He was coming to just basically illustrate what it meant for the kingdom to be within us through his life, through his behavior. The kingdom is within you. And so what they were saying is we need to decree things that are good for us. What do you mean decree? Well, kings make decrees. I decree that this is going to take place. I decree. That's what a king does. Well, they're saying that we need to exercise that ability of our internal sovereignty within our kingdom, personal, that benefits us and those around us. In the whole world? No, I can't reach the whole world with my kingdom. See, my decrees can't work you hit the whole world. It can't. Well, maybe it can reach, if you think about it. And this is really interesting. There was a time when a person's greatest effect was in his own little community.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they didn't even know it was on the other side of the mountain. It was just within their village. They didn't have radio. They didn't have television. He wasn't a writer, so he didn't, or she didn't write a book and sell a book. But yet their words, the way they lived their life, the way it showed, the way it projected something like light, it was exercising decrees in their world. Oh, well, okay, so they exercised decrees from their sovereignty within their kingdom in their world that had an effect. Well, what kind of an effect? A darkening effect? How about a darkening effect? Oh man, that's terrible. Don't listen to them. Oh, get away from them. They're bad news. Or, that person's, you heard about so-and-so? Or, I just was with so-and-so and there's some good things taking place with them. And I really, I feel good around them. There's things that they're doing, the things that I'm going to do because of what they're doing. See, that's words, basically, one way or another, coming, or decrees coming from their kingdom that they're exercising through their sovereignty and authority that's reaching around them and having what kind of an effect?
Good effect.
Positive effect.
Yeah.
An enlightening effect, like Jesus said, let your light.
Can I just mention a technical problem? In case anyone is in the chat and you don't see your chat coming through, YouTube is having trouble with all the chats.
Yeah, it looks kind of
and
slow.
It's intermittent. So don't worry. Or what you could do is turn off your, let's see, Shauna said you can turn off your YouTube and then try coming back on again. If you don't see your messages, she said you can reboot your YouTube and then the messages might come back. So don't worry if we don't see it. So you asked, one of the things early on it said is where your attention goes, your energy flows.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. So if you're thinking of, you need more money, you need a job, you need a place to live, you want a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a partner, you don't want to do the negative and say, man, I'll never have a boyfriend, I'll never have a girlfriend, oh, we're just so poor, we'll never have any money, oh, this house we have, it's a terrible house, we can't get anything better. So those are all negative things. Those things are going to flow back to you.
Here's an interesting thought. And I was just thinking it was what you're speaking. In other words, we have to live as if we've already attained it. Mm-hmm. Well, that's crazy. I mean,
no, it's not crazy.
But it's not. Just as a simple example, you might think of someone who's poor and decrepit as unclean, another dirty, disheveled, raggedy, tattered. Okay, fair enough. It's probably more difficult for them, but not impossible.
No. Right.
So, well, tell you what, I may be poor, but I'm going to be clean. Oh, cleaner than I was. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. It's like a bridge that leads to the next step.
Your thought, yeah.
Well, so here the person says, well, I may be poor, but I'm at least going to present myself as rich. In other words, clean.
Yeah.
As best as I can. I'm going to look better. And what's that going to do? I'm going to feel better about myself. Somebody's going to look at me and say, oh, person looks like they feel pretty good. Well, they do because they did something that they could do. It bridges in. It starts living. And what does that do? It opens up to other alternatives. It does. But if you live in the negative, you will stay in the negative.
Right.
It's what it boils down to. Our imagination is designed to propel us into worlds that we have not yet accessed. But in our minds, we have. So the next step is just start projecting it.
Mm-hmm.
Start projecting it.
Mm-hmm. They gave that example of ice. They
Oh,
said
yeah.
if you need water, you're not going to chip against. If you can chip away against the ice, you're going to put a lot of hard work, and it's going to take a long time, and you're probably not going to get
Still going to
water.
have ice.
Right.
You're still going to have ice.
But they said if you warm up the ice, it's going to melt, and you're going to get water. Well, that's the same thing with us. Anything that we do to warm up and show, our intentions, gratitude. They mentioned gratitude.
There's a number of different positive qualities.
Yes. And go ahead. You're going to say
No.
something. I'm just looking in my notes.
Well, the positive things.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, light. It all boils down to
Mhm.
light versus darkness. And that's something that as king,
Mm-hmm.
sovereign, with authority within our kingdom, we issue a decree that we can, within our power, to start things happening, to start good things happening. That's our power. But we have to exercise. We
Yeah.
have to use it with our personal authority within that. So, but see what happens here, we get tricked somehow into thinking, oh, but you're this. Oh, but you're that. Oh, you have no power. Oh, look how decrepit you are. Look how miserable. See, that's someone using their words
Mm-hmm.
to darken you, to darken me. They're using their words
Mm-hmm.
to basically overcome my kingdom of authority.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they can if they want to try, they really can. But that puts me in a position of saying, my kingdom, I've got borders around my kingdom. I'm not going to let that affect me. Because as a king, with a kingdom, we have forces, reinforcements. We have something. Question is, are we using it? We need to use it. We need to use all the resources that we have and not use it. Because, you could have a king, but if he doesn't exercise any of his authority, it's like, hey, come on, king, what are you doing? You got all this power, but you're not making decrees that we need. Would you please make decrees?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can do for ourselves within our kingdom. And it reaches.
It even mentions like if your bank account, let's say you don't have money in your bank account. So rather than just say, oh, I'm poor, that's like you could say, I am prosperous. Okay? So you could be prosperous even though you don't have a lot in the bank. And it says it's a tiny change in your inner language, but one that causes an earthquake in your vibration.
Anyone who lives any length of time, and the longer one lives, one finds out that every day brings something new.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. One day it can be terrible, and the next day,
Yeah.
wow, tides turn. And when you start realizing, I get it, the tide's going to turn, and you know what? I'm going to make sure that I'm in a boat,
Mm-hmm.
that I'm going to be part of it in a greater way than I was previously. Well, okay, great. I'm going to get on board. I'm going to get into a big yacht. You don't have a big yacht. Well, then I'm going to get on board my little boat. I'm going to get on board whatever and see. That's our power that we can go forward with.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way we go forward. Now, in your mind, you may downgrade that and say, "Oh yeah, but it's not everything I want. That's not anything." Okay, and you'll never have anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it. The biggest tree starts out as a tiny seed.
Right.
Well, if the tiny seed said, Seed said to itself, I'm not going to grow. What should I sprout for? Oh, look how big the other trees are. It's a waste of time. Well, actually, no, it's not a waste of time. It's the way things grow. And once you realize that, you realize that I see, I get it. I've got to do my part.
Mhm.
I'm not going to do your part. I'm going to do your part. I'm not going to do the world's part. I'm going to do my part. And that's not selfish. That is not selfish.
Mhm.
That's exercising our authority of our kingdom.
Yep.
For not only our benefit, but for being able to project light to others. Because heck, when I see that taking place with others, don't you think that gives me an inspiration? Wow, look what they're doing. Oh, that's growth.
Yeah.
Well, that projects that message to me. I
Mhm.
can grow too.
No, I noticed Matthew's comment. I plant fruit trees as wealth.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you have your wealth.
Yeah.
So kind of like what you just were talking about. I'm looking at the transcript here.
Yeah.
And when we say the word want, I want.
Oh,
I want.
I'm going to interject.
Go ahead.
Turn it around, would you, honey, and show it.
All right.
Now, what do you mean transcript?
Okay. So in the video that we just showed,
It probably won't show up good.
okay, in the video we just showed, there's always in the more section.
Yeah.
There's the transcript. So even if you didn't take notes or you
Oh.
didn't hear the whole thing, you can just
It's written
read
out.
it.
It's
right here.
written out.
Yeah.
How's that? You don't have to sit and take notes of the whole darn thing.
No,
It's written out
it's
there.
already
You
here.
can save it.
Yeah.
You got it.
And
These are the things that you can take on
yeah.
in your mind. The words that you may not have. You may feel them, but you
Mhm.
don't know how to put them into words. That puts it into words. Then you get to use that.
Yes. Okay. So you were talking
I'm sorry,
about so
go
thank you. No, thank you for pointing that out. So the word want, I would always say, oh, I want to have a good marriage. I want to, be a good wife. I want
Said
to
other things too.
I want to, some other things that I shouldn't have said, right? That came true. So whatever,
Yeah.
but want is lacking. It's not going to get you anything. It's when you start, like you said, decreeing. It's,
A
then,
decree.
yeah. It says the moment the game changes is when you stop being the beggar, because when you say you want something,
And
you
be
want
the-
this, and then pleading outside the palace, and remember you are the king, who holds the key in your pocket.
Yeah.
So
See, here's the point. Thank you. Really. See, you have been tricked. This is interesting. This is a little bit of my faith. I have been mind bent and controlled that you don't have any power. I don't have any power. Government has all the power. The Pope has all the power. The president has all the power. Money, the bank has all the power. And you don't have it, Joe. You don't have. Oh, I don't have anything. Want. See, they don't want people to understand about themselves. Look, Joe, we're scared of your power. Look, Fran, we're scared of your power, because if you used your power in opposition to us, we would have a very hard time doing what we want. So we don't want you knowing that you have inner authority. We don't want you knowing that. Rather, we're going to make you think you are powerless unless you come to us. Yeah. Well, guess what? Jesus came saying, kingdom is within you. Don't hide your light under the basket.
mhm.
Oh, I got light. See, a light on the hill, symbolic symbolic for the power of a kingdom. It's the light on the hill. Wow. Where'd that light come from? The kingdom, because the kingdom had power. Well, we're the light. We have light, internal light that we can use. He said, don't hide it. See, the government would do everything to make us hide it. Oh. So Jesus came showing, don't hide it. Use it. You are the light of the world. You. Wow. Okay. Well, and then he proceeded to show people how to use it. For what? Not for riches and gain, but for helping others to show their light.
Mm-hmm.
And when people show light, they feel good. See, they exercise their power. They're fulfilling their kingdom role, their kingly role, their sovereignty, their authority. See, sovereignty doesn't mean you created the universe. That's not what sovereignty means. Sovereignty doesn't mean, well, now that I'm a sovereign, someone's going to pray to me because I'm God. No, that's not what sovereign means. Sovereign means that you have power within you and authority over something.
Mm-hmm.
You're sovereign. So the reign, sovereign. And then I'm not sure exactly the wording, the language there, but we have the right to say so. Authority. That's what authority, A-U-T-H-O-R, authority, author. I have a say-so. Oh, well, what are you going to say? Make decrees for ourselves and others close to us that do what? Enlighten. That lightens your load, that enables me to use my load.
Mm-hmm.
See, and it works. The problem is when you don't do it, it doesn't work. It leaves you in want. And then it leaves you in a position where the watchtower comes along and says, we can give you everything that you desire.
Mm-hmm.
Or the government comes along and vote for me, vote for me, vote for me. I'm gonna give you wealth until you can't stand it. I'm gonna make you so much success you're gonna get tired of whatever. Because they want us to ignore our power, our authority, our sovereignty, our light. Jesus came showing, it's within you, you better use it. See, they didn't like that, which is one of the reasons why they put him to death.
Mm-hmm.
But see, he was literally the light of the world. Oh, he represented what was within us we need to project for our benefit. And then it's a protection against those that would use us as slaves. Because that's exactly what the governments and religions, Watchtower and others, have done. Because they've used people as slaves, stolen from people, as if they're batteries that they get all their power from so that they don't have it to use for themselves. And besides that, they practice their deviant habits on children.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't love. Because they got no light in them. Because they're darkness to the extreme. Joseph Rutherford wasn't kidding when he said religion is a snare and a racket. He meant that.
Mm-hmm.
And just to let you know, tied up with religion is government, because in this country, and even around the world, religion is totally tied up with government. If you want to think of it in terms of Bible symbology, it's the beast, government, and the harlot, religion, having an illicit relationship together. Yeah, for their power and control over people. See, they want everything that we have, and they know how to steal it from people, including their children, including their future. And they've done that. We've seen that. We know that. We're not the only religion where we've seen this deviance take place, and the stealing and manipulation and exploitation. Other religions have done it very much. Some less, some more. The point is, we know it now. Now what are we going to do? No, personally, I'll take the example that Jesus Christ showed.
Mhm.
Now, let's say, Joe, but you grew up in Sri Lanka or Tibet. How can you do what Jesus Christ? Because you never. Well, heck, there were prophets and people there that did what? They helped people see the light within them as well, so that they knew how to project a goodness. They were individual prophets, the beliefs. I'm not talking about religions. I'm talking about basically prophet type individuals, because they're all around the world. They're all around the world. And the principles within those religions, the principles are what guides people for goodness. But following a religion is a totally different story. That's where the men are. And the men, unfortunately, are the ones that dominate all the time. That man is dominated through religion, not through the principles. See, godly principles, principles that prophets give, they don't dominate. They do not dominate. They show us the way for us as humans. What dominates are the institutions that pretend to be a reflection of those principles that people are drawn to, but they don't do it. They lie. And they use that as the door to get into their pocketbooks, as well as everything else in their lives, because they're devious.
Mhm.
But the prophets are the ones that show people how to be people, so that people can enjoy people, rather than so that people can be slaves of the government. We know this now. We know this. That's why so many people are leaving religions. They're leaving Mormonism. They're leaving Christianity. Why are they leaving? They're leaving. They're leaving institutions. They're leaving government. Going off grid, off land, whatever. Why? Because they realize that the principles that they need to guide their life by are not found. The institutions like religion,
Mhm.
government, science aren't living up to those principles. They're not living up to those principles. They're using those principles, they're using the principles as like bait to get people to come into the organization so that then they can dominate them. Well, I came here for the principles and the goodness. Yeah, but we're going to use you. We're going to use you for our slave. And that's exactly what they've done. So, does that mean you don't believe in God anymore? Comes the question. Does that mean you don't go to church? Does that mean this? Does that mean that? Well, for everybody, it means a recalibration
Mhm.
of what they not only believe, but a recalibration of what they practice and do. And they're realizing, well, like Jesus, Jesus professed lots of principles, good principles. He also suggested getting out of Babylon or getting out of the religion. He condemned the religion. So, no, they can say, no, I still, Jesus has principles that I follow. I'm a follower of all of Jesus' principles. I just don't follow religion because they deviate from his principles. So you're not religious anymore? I guess not. Because religion literally is that institution that pretended to be a source for good. They
Mhm.
pretended. Now we know
Mhm.
we're through with you.
Yep.
You're a bunch of liars. We're going to go forward with the principles and look for people like that.
Mhm.
And frankly, people like that look for other people like that. And you know what? They find each other.
Yeah, and they're right around us. They're our neighbors. They're the people at the grocery store. They're the ones at the library. You'll find people. They're good
They'll find
people.
you.
Good people
They-
find good
They
people.
will find you because they're looking
hmm
for people like you.
But if you, again, put that fear
It's-
out there,
Oh boy.
that is projecting, and you're going to find fear. If you put that non-trust,
Well-
you're going to find people that are not trusting.
Well, beyond that, you're going to find people that are going to use you
Mhm.
because they realize, oh, this person is fearful.
Yeah,
Mm.
they can sense it.
Fearful
You can
person?
sense it.
Guess what we can do with a fearful person? Promise them protection. Oh, yeah. While you're really not going to
Mhm.
protect them, you're going to fleece them.
Yeah. And there's a lot of fear in the world right now. What's happening, prospect of war,
Oh, boy.
the political scene,
Okay.
what's happening. What are we going to do about it? Really? What are we going to do about it?
Well, I'm going to bring up the Bible again. And don't get me wrong, I don't read the Bible much. But what I've read of it, there's some really great stuff in it.
There is.
And one of the things that it said, you're going to hear of wars and reports of wars. What's the next words?
Don't
Don't
be-
let
let-
your heart be troubled.
That's right. Yeah. Don't let your heart beat.
Don't worry about
No,
it.
don't worry about it. Don't get anxious.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to be caught up in a war. I'm not going to go to war. But don't be troubled. It's like they're going to do that. That's what kings of the world do. Kings of the world, it's their job. It's their job to wage war. Oh, it's their job.
Yeah.
It's their job not to protect
Yeah.
you. It's to wage war using you. It's not to protect you.
Yeah.
Using you. To do what? To go against those people over there. Why? So that they can get more land. Why? So they can brag. And so they can become more powerful. Oh, okay. Huh. So, do we want to get caught up in that? Do you buy? Are you going to buy the story that, well, if we don't this and don't that, it won't be this and it will be that and blah 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 blah? Well, I can't dispute it one way or the other. I can't, because I have very little control over it. And if someone wants to make me think I have a lot of control over it, go ahead and try and explain it to me if you want. But I haven't yet seen it. I'm almost 74. I haven't yet seen how much control I can have over that. I haven't seen it. But I'm open. If this next one's going to be the one, oh, yeah. But this next one's yeah. Right. Okay. Everybody's entitled to an approach. You're entitled to it.
Yeah, we've got. We're going to put the link up if anyone wants to come on.
Yeah. What do you think
We'd
about?
love to hear your views.
Yeah. What do you think about some of the things that were mentioned in, that video, or some of the things that we spoke about?
Or maybe something that you experienced in your life where you put out the intentions and they came back to you one way or the other, the positive or the negative. Let's see what else. There was Shauna's going to put the link up for, it should be at the top. Yeah, there it is. Okay, it's on the top of the chat. So if anyone's new here, if you're looking at the chat, there's a https streamyard.com. Just go on there. Hi, Gigi. Let me put you on. Add to stage. Hi, Gigi.
Hello, Gigi.
And Matthew.
Hi,
We'll
Fran
put
and
Matthew
Joe.
up here. Hi, Gail. We mentioned your little nephew earlier.
Yeah, I know. I heard. Well, I wish I could have better, what's the word I want to use? A better update. The poor little thing, he was bleeding inside his feeding tube, and I had no idea he had a feeding tube. I knew about the colostomy bag, but I didn't know he had a feeding tube. So he was bleeding inside the tube. So right now they're gonna pull it out and hope that the hole will close up, and if it doesn't, they'll do a procedure to close it up. But my sister said he was screaming his head off in pain, so I just
God.
And what's his name, Gail, so we can
name
keep
is
him in
Connor.
Connor. Connor, Connor.
Yes.
Okay, so if anyone, keep those thoughts, please, for Connor, that he can get through this. He's only, 6 years old? Whoops, I think she muted. I think she got a phone call. Matthew, welcome.
Oh, Matthew.
Hi. He just turned 7. He turned 7.
7. Okay, he
Oh,
just turned
thank you,
7. Well,
Julie.
let's keep him in our
Yeah,
thoughts
that's
and
loud. Sorry.
prayers and whatever you do.
projections,
Yeah, projection.
Thank you. You guys are color coordinated, the red and black, I see.
Oh, red and black.
That's true. Hunting today.
And mine is more of a rust, but it looks
Oh,
kind
it
of
looks red and black.
okay. Okay. Yeah, Joe's got the red.
I'm not going to stay on long, but I just wanted fear. I think is a big thing today in the world we live in. I think people are fearful, and I know that Jesus several times said it in the New Testament. Don't be fearful, and I know that's easier said than done. I know that Albert Einstein said the 3 things that immobilize people is fear, stupidity, and guilt.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry. No, it's greed. Sorry, greed.
It's the truth. Well, just for fear, the antidote to fear is faith. Faith.
Yes.
So if we're fearful, we need to exercise more faith. That's the challenge at that point. How is my faith not adequate? I've got to. Really, it's how we grow.
What's the antidote for guilt?
I don't know.
Well, it's a hard one.
Yeah, if you come up with something. And what was the third one? Fear, guilt, and
Greed.
Greed. Okay.
It's interesting.
Debbie, wait a minute. Debbie's on.
Don't ever
too.
accept anything that's not yours. If
Yeah,
you're not guilty,
that's
don't
right.
accept
Don't
it.
act guilty.
don't accept it. See, and that's where the authority comes in. And it's like you're telling me I should feel guilty. I'm decreeing that no, I will not feel guilty. See, it is being king of your kingdom. No, I will not. Hello,
Debbie.
Yeah, Debbie.
I think we lost
hi.
her screen.
Hi, Debbie.
Wow.
See. There's Debbie. Okay, what happened to our screen?
Don't know.
I don't know either. We can't see anybody.
Well, we can see people. They can't
Yeah.
see us.
Can you see us? Well, we're here.
We're down there.
Yeah, I can see it's good.
Let's see, we
Well,
got
that's
the next.
They can see.
Okay. Okay, as long as you can see us.
We see green,
Yeah, we got a green screen.
but we can see smoke.
Hi, Debbie. We mentioned you here. I don't know if you were listening, but we did mention you.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
Debbie, give us an update. Give us an update.
Well, I'm having to move over temporarily to the nursing home because I cannot move myself. Sunday I blew out my ACL and my meniscus.
Oh my
In
goodness.
addition to all this other stuff, it's just like a black
It
cloud
never
follows
ends.
me and
I'm
wait
going to
for
start calling you Job.
the what?
I'm going to call you Job from now on. This is Job.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I feel like Job a lot. I've been crying a whole lot because I don't have Skylar here. I'm not in my apartment. They finally got me a decent bed, though, while I'm over here. Oh, hold on. They're bringing something. Oh. Hey.
All
All
right.
right. Oh,
Two
thank you.
changes.
Looks great.
Where do you want them?
Just set the whole thing right here.
Okay.
And keep the cover on them.
You want the cover on them?
Yeah, because I'm on YouTube right now.
Okay.
Who's June?
Thanks.
You
Mhm.
issued this last week.
Anyway, it wasn't good enough that I already, lived through sepsis, and both the bottom of my leg now and the knee is wrapped up. I can't put any weight on my leg at all. I have to use a little bit thing to get me from the bed to the wheelchair. I'm tired. I'm staying tired, and I'm on complete bed rest. And the reason is because they tell me that this is the best thing I can do for myself. Because I wasn't sleeping much,
Show cancel.
but now I do.
Got it back.
Well, it sounds like you got some relief there, Debbie.
Yeah, but it's kind of humiliating. To have to wear a diaper, and things like that. I had a breakdown Sunday night when it was a Sunday night that I went to the hospital, and I came back.
Oops.
Oops. I think we lost Debbie.
Okay, maybe she'll be
Yeah.
back. Maybe we can thank you, Debbie.
Yes, and
June,
June
hello.
from the UK. Welcome.
Hiya, lovely to see you. I was listening, obviously, and taking some notes because I've been discussing this subject with my sister-in-law. We both used to pioneer together, and we've left, and
Good.
we made up. She lives quite a distance from me, but we just love, I just think it's fantastic, when you're talking about Jesus and the light, and like us being the light and the kingdoms within us. It's actually our actions and what we give out to other people. It's not about being in an organisation or a government or anything like that. It's us as individuals.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking that with everything going on around the world and all the rest of it, and I'm going through a divorce with my ex-JW husband, and it's really stressful, and you can get, Satan can use all those things to suck you into getting away from this. So it's been a really lovely time for me tonight because it's been a really bad few days. And it's just focusing me again. And it's like our Father saying, come on, I'm looking after you. And Jesus, we're looking after you. We're going to make sure you keep on doing all those good, nice things to other people. And yeah. So thank you all. It's amazing.
You're welcome, June. And I have to admit that what strikes me is that, again, Jesus was just trying to make people realize that they have something they need to exercise within themselves. And it was a responsibility, like he exercised responsibility. He says, look, basically, if I got to exercise responsibility, so do you. Yeah. Otherwise, things won't go well for you. So exercise that power of your personal sovereignty. Make the decrees that benefit you and those close to you. We need to do that. We're probably not doing it.
Yeah. And being a follower of Christ wasn't meant to be easy, was it? It was going to be hard. There was going to be challenges. So we have to confront them and try and stay focused on that right path. Right, I'm going to shut up now.
Thank you, June.
June, see, we've got happy thoughts from the UK. And she said, where are you from? She's from Lancashire. Am I saying?
Lincolnshire. Yeah, yeah. I'm from County Durham.
County, which one?
Durham. Durham.
Devon.
County Devon.
Durham. No, Durham.
Devon.
D-H.
Go ahead.
Honestly, it's my accent.
No, you gotta,
Delta. I think your lady will know. It's near Newcastle upon Tyne. It's Durham.
Devran.
Durham. D-U-R-H-A-M.
Durham.
Durham.
Honestly, I love your accent.
Durham. We got it.
Honestly, I have the same problem when I'm on the phone here. They keep saying, "What did you say?" I've got a weird accent.
No, honestly, it's not. It's really not your accent the problem. It's the transmission. It really is. It's kind of garbly. Like what I hear. Well, there's so much that. How do I want to say this? Now more than ever, have those principles that were expressed not only with Jesus, but there are other prophets. There are other prophets that put forth dynamite information for us that show us the way forward. I mean, there's a saying that says, "Go inward, look upward, move forward." In other words, there's things that we need to look to ourselves for. We're not just, oh, I hope so-and-so takes care of this. I need this from them. I need that from them. I beg for this. I regret this. It's like, whoa, slow down, slow down, slow down. You know, your approach is one of a poor person who's convincing yourself how poor you will always be, as opposed to someone who's going to do everything in our authority that we can do. Totally big difference. We have the choice. We have the choice.
I had the realization yesterday, and I told Joe, because I was thinking about something that was going on with our daughter, and she's one of the ones that's shunning us. And she was at Pioneer School, and they had a project to do, and I don't know whose idea it was, if it was the circuit overseers or what, but her little project was she was making a cape, and on the cape we had to iron on these letters. And the letters were turn up the heat of love. Right. Okay, turn up the heat of love. Yeah. And so I thought, love. So, you know, our children, as well as the ones you know, your families and everyone, they were, exposed to love. Everything was love in the organization. It was love. Somebody's got some echo coming through. I'm not sure. Okay, get back. June, we're getting you back on. Okay. Does someone have their YouTube playing in the background?
Not me.
Okay.
Not me.
Okay. Annie?
We'll just check off.
Okay, anyway, this whole idea. Go ahead. Okay.
I was just saying, no, I don't have YouTube.
Okay, thank you. This whole, I'll make it quick. This whole idea of love. So we, tried to show our family love, and they showed us love. And it was, it wasn't just Watchtower love. It was a genuine love. And I'm sure you've all experienced that. And I said to Joe, deep down inside, I don't know which of the children or how many of them, they still possess that love in them. We don't know, but I know that they have it. And that's the thing that's going to bring them back. I think maybe it's hopeful, but I'm projecting it.
Look, okay. I'm glad you are too. I just look that they project themselves forward.
Right.
Because I don't know where each individual wants to be at. Look, they just as someone would say, Joe, here's what you should probably do. It's like, well, wait a minute now. You can't say that for me any more than anyone else can. It's something that I have that right and responsibility for. And so does each of one of my children. It's their responsibility, their privilege, their place to do that. And I think that's exactly, and I hope that's exactly what they achieve in their own personal lives. I really do.
I do too. I do too.
Sorry, could I just say that what you're saying there is so true, because how long did it take us to realise how many things were we doing within the organisation? So we can't judge a person's heart, but when it's the right time for them to wake up. My children are all shunning me apart from one, and the grandchildren, but I can't just disregard them because I don't know.
No.
Even those like in any religion or church, I can't read their heart.
No.
So thank you for hope.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, and to say, you mentioned, June, the judgment, the judging. This is, see, we weren't born in that organization. We were not. We were raised in the Catholic Church. I went to Catholic kindergarten, grade school, high school, blah, blah, blah. Fran, you didn't go to Catholic grade school.
No, but I went to church.
But yeah, raised church.
Regularly to the Catholic Church.
But we noticed that those born in that organization, oh my God, the biggest hurdle that I think that they're going to have to overcome is to stop judging.
Right.
And this is something where your language is going to give you away in so many ways of that nature, that judging nature. And this is something where the more conscious you are of your language, what you said, why you said it, what it means to you, what it means to someone else. It's the only way that nature can be erased.
Do you not find it? Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, do you not find it though really upsetting when you hear those that have come out of a high controlled group that then kind of turn on those that are still in it?
Yeah.
And they're really nasty, and there's no need for that. Jesus never ever did that. The only people that he spoke out to were the Pharisees and those high up taking the lead. He didn't judge the others harshly. So it's not for us, because if we're doing that, we're making ourselves just as bad as others.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think basically we have the opportunity to prove the sort of person that we are.
Yeah.
And we have that opportunity, we have the privilege, we have that leeway too, because heck, just because they taught me to be so judgmental doesn't mean I'm gonna be. I mean, I hated the person that they were trying for me to become. I hated myself for it. I loathed myself. I couldn't stand it. So I didn't want to be that way. But yet that's why they do that, because they know what it does. They know what it does. And until a person can identify that within themselves, they're going to rely on it. In fact, they're not going to feel right if they don't judge. They're going to feel like, how's the society? I should judge it this way. Otherwise, I'm not being faithful. See, it's viewed as a sign of faithfulness. Well, Jesus wasn't that way. We got to judge circumstances. We have to judge attitudes and behaviors, but not the person. Holy smoke. Because here's the point is, a judge in a court of law, not only he judges and he metes out justice in the forms of punishment. That's what a judge does. So basically, are we trying to mete out punishment? And Jesus himself said, the extent that you judge, you're going to be judged. You know, she said, that's why I said, stop it. Stop judging. Stop it. Yeah.
Yeah.
More, I'm telling you seriously, more and more every day, I see the power of those principles that are so important for us to go forward without being jerked out of shape as to all the changes, because
Right.
there are changes taking place. Oh, there are. And they're going to be more and more this year. There are.
And the ones that are coming out, those are the ones that really do love. I mean, all of us here, all of us in the XJW community, you know, we really do love. And we love truth, the real truth, the truth about ourselves. And we love people.
Yeah.
So that's why we're here.
Yeah.
We saw not just the difficulties, but the dishonesty,
Hypocrisy.
the hypocrisy. We saw the hypocrisy in the Catholic Church, and that's why we left the Catholic Church. We were apostates of the Catholic Church, so we're apostates again. Big deal.
Well, see, people who become witnesses are encouraged to be apostates,
right? Because they want them to
get
leave
away
their
from
religion and come into the witness.
And so now all of a sudden, apostates are bad.
But don't forget. Wait a minute. Apostates came up with the word.
Oh God, you got to laugh. Yeah.
Shunning.
It's pathetic.
We want to say hello to Annie. Annie's been persistent in coming on. So hi, Annie.
Hello, Annie.
Good evening, everyone. How are you?
Good. So what do you think of the topic or anything you wanted to mention?
Yeah, a little bit. I listened to that whole video because you sent it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a lot out of it. It reminded me of a movie that was based on true stories called Pursuit of Happiness of Will Smith.
Oh, yeah, we saw that. That was very good. Yes.
Yeah, it's based on the life of, I have it here, of Chris Gardner. He was a San Francisco salesman, struggling to make a living. He ends up having his 5-year-old son. They end up homeless on the streets of San Francisco, living in the subway, behind the locked door of a public bathroom.
Yeah, I remember that.
He is determined, his goal is, and he is determined to make a good living. He really wants to get into Wall Street.
Yep.
So he becomes an unpaid intern. He's a door-to-door salesman by trade, but his persistence pays off, and he does actually end up where he wants to be. But
and he had a son too.
Yes, his son.
Yes, yeah, and in the movie, Will Smith's real life son plays his son in the movie as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that was his
real life.
It's a true life story.
I remember the scene in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know, they spent the night in the bathroom, they clean up, wash up. And again, see, like Joe mentioned, at least, okay, so you don't have money, but you can be clean and you can, act like you've got money.
He projected himself in the way that he wanted to become.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah, he did. He did. And it did work.
Yeah.
So
and frankly, it works for, there's a saying, and it's not a dishonest saying, fake it until you make it.
Yeah.
And you're not being dishonest. What you're doing, you're assuming the role to the best of your ability.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so you can actually learn and be in the role.
Because the beautiful thing is, I personally, when I see someone trying hard to assume a role that they don't yet have, I look at them and say, man, how can I help you? How can I help you? I see you're making strides. We can do no better personally.
Yeah.
Any one of us can do no better than that. That's a wonderful example to be a part of and to see.
You made me think of when we were in the Watchtower, they would always say, work in harmony with your prayers.
Yeah.
And again, it's that want. Your prayers aren't, I want this, I want this, I want that. No, you put it out there. You can verbally put it out there and say it, and then you work at it, and you can, do all the things that you have to do to work at it.
I got to give an example. It's good. We started renting a house when the children were little. They were basically 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
little,
Yeah.
it's three, all four of them.
Four of them.
Four of them.
Yep.
And one of them made the comment and said,
Excuse me, it was not the richest area.
no,
in
it
the
was
world,
not. It
but it wasn't the poorest
no,
either.
No, but it was a place where the landlord was straightening it out,
Yep.
and making it better. Says, okay, good. I'm willing to
And
go
he
this.
he even put a fence up
Yep,
for us.
Yep, because it needed one on both sides. It needed one.
Yeah.
So one of our children said they were looking out and saying, "This place is a dump." And it's like, well, what he was responding to is the fact that there would be people walking by, the townspeople, young people, whatever. They'd walk by, they'd finish a bag of chips or something, and just throw the bag down, or smoking, just drop
Yeah,
it.
because there were tenants above us, and they would sit out on the porch and they would smoke
And drop the cigarettes.
and drop their cigarettes right out.
And it's like,
on-
oh boy. And he said, this place is a dump. I says, oh, you don't like it this way, do you? Tell you what, we're going to pick up every bit of litter out here every day.
Yep.
And that's exactly what we did. We gave the kids tongs.
Yep. To pick up the
to
cigarette
pick
butts.
up the cigarette butts on the front sidewalk out there next to us. Paper, kept it spotless.
I don't think it took more than a week
People
of us
stopped
doing that.
doing
Yeah,
that.
because here you are, you got these kids out there, these little children, and they're picking up
We all
cigarette
were.
butts.
They weren't the only
No,
ones.
and
all
we were doing it. So, it makes them, ashamed of what they're doing. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe we shouldn't throw our cigarette butts out
Yeah,
there.
and then we did that too with another house. And
Yep.
the point is this: people will go by and basically they'll drop stuff where they can get away with it.
Well, you said they marked.
It's like they're
their
marking
area.
their
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
This is where we are. Boom! They drop their stuff. Well, if you take their stuff away, it takes their mark away, and all of a sudden they see a place like that and say, "This place is too clean. This isn't our place. This isn't our area. We're going somewhere else." And it's magic. It's
Mhm.
almost like magic.
I know. Well, we're very. We do a lot with Annie because she's not too far from us, and she moved into an apartment in
Yep.
the fall,
Yep.
and she did a lot of
Oh
work
my goodness!
to
Yes.
the apartment, and the landlords were very impressed with what she did because she not only cleaned, she painted, she did all sorts of really nice things. And I know when the snow melts, she's going to be out there, and
Oh,
she's going
yeah.
to be doing gardening and keeping the place really nice. And
Letting her
you know,
light shine.
that's it. So kudos to you, Annie.
Yeah, and everyone else is
Well,
doing.
thank you. I can give another experience. At one point, I was living, I was a minority in I don't want to say what culture because I don't want to sound racist, but I was surrounded by non-Caucasians, let me put it that way. And I was renting a house, so right away I started cleaning up, hauling things to the dump because there was a lot of debris and stuff laying around. And next thing I know, the neighbor men are out cleaning up their yards too. And I thought to myself, I could just imagine the conversation in the houses. Are you going to let this white chick show you up? Get out there and clean up the lawn.
That's
No,
right.
And this is something that resonates with people.
Mhm.
People just need to see that in each other. We need to see that in each other. We need to. And I think it all lapses when we act like, well, I don't have to do it now for some reason. I don't know what it is. Or I think we lose heart. We lose the spirit, so to
Mhm.
speak, the energy. Maybe we lose confidence. Maybe we lose the faith
Mhm.
that it'll work.
Yeah.
The faith.
Yeah.
And that's why it's always good to put ourselves around others who
Yes.
are
Yeah.
doing it. And see, that's the world. See, that's the world that we create. We can create that world, and it can support each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so don't allow your circumstances to define you as a
Yeah.
person.
Exactly.
You define yourself. You choose for yourself the
Yeah.
kind of person you want to be. And
Yeah.
so it's a work in progress,
Yeah.
but and you're always moving forward, always growing. But yeah, don't allow your circumstances to defined you as a person.
And see, this is why, let's say, well, I don't know what I can do. You know, I can't do anything. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing. Well, now, wait a minute. Maybe there's something you can do, but you don't know about it. Maybe you're not aware of it. So this is where someone basically says, well, did you ever consider this? No. Never considered it. Never thought of it.
Yeah.
Magic. All of a sudden, magic. See, someone's light helps them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hide your light under a bushel basket.
Right.
Someone's going to need it. Just like you're going to need it. And we feel good showing it.
And, you know, we can always show an attitude of gratitude. I mean, there's always something that we can be grateful for. I mean, Debbie was just on a little while ago, and all the difficulties that she's going through.
Yeah.
I mean, she has people around her. She has very nice people.
Yeah.
She's got someone there that treats her very well, like a mother, and she truly appreciates that. So even when things get really, really bad and desperate, there's always something.
Yeah.
Sin Karate says, be grateful you're married. Okay.
That's right.
It is. And I am
That's
totally, I'm so thankful, you know, that I am married to Joe. And we have an anniversary coming up in October. But it's, we're thinking about how we want to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
We're also thinking about how we need to be fair to our marriage, to each other.
Right. Yeah.
Fair to each other.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we got a few years of expectations, you know, and maybe the expectations don't work with each other.
And we're always having to change and to, what is that called?
Recalibrate. How about recalibrate?
Recalibrate. Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I've been around you quite a bit, and I can tell you're doing a pretty darn good job. So keep it up.
Let's just say we have other examples too. Because if we were alone, it's like, what's that? Why bother?
Yeah.
Why bother? You know, if we didn't know of other ways that would work.
Yeah.
It's like, no, but if you know ways that work, then you work it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know of any other way to get anything good. I don't. I really don't. I really don't. And, you know, most people want something good for their life. And I honestly, I believe it's within the company of others who want the same thing. I really believe that. And I'm very thankful that we have the opportunity to share it with the people that the Watchtower brought together. That's the one thing I have to be grateful for. The Watchtower did act. They put out their ability to attract people earthwide. Earthwide. I couldn't do that. I can't contact and connect with people earthwide. Couldn't do it. Never could. But they did. And now those people that are out there, now we're interacting with each other away from Watchtower, because their method's horrible. Their ability to attract is effective, but their means of keeping people collected is terrible. It's horrible. It's sinful. It's ugly. It's wicked. It's wicked. And but yet the people are there for each other. We have and they're coming out. I think that's wonderful.
Oh yes,
every
day.
Absolutely wonderful. They are.
You know, Watchtower did some good things. They actually taught, though they did not practice.
Right.
But they taught some very good values.
Yeah, yeah.
And so those who tried to live by that, despite the hypocrisy they saw within, when they come out, they bring those good values with them.
That's right. Yeah.
So, and I agree with you that being around positive people and is very important. The line of work that I do, I sometimes am around some pretty rather ignorant people, though my goal is to help them to have a better quality life, which I do succeed to a point, but it only can go to a point because of the kind of individual I'm dealing with. But, and so I appreciate when I'm around, can be around people who are uplifting and do hold themselves to a standard. I mean, that's what I say about myself. I've always, from the time I was quite young,
Yeah.
I set a high standard for myself, and I expected myself to live up to it.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to disappoint myself because I had to be able to rely on me. Other people rely on me, and I had to be able to rely on me.
Well, see, that's the kind of people who are going to want to be around you because let's say they're the people that are going to be that way as well. They know that you'll honor that in them. They know that. And that's how it works. See, as opposed to people who are always trying to rip each other off or lie to each other. Oh my goodness. Oh, scary the thought.
Yeah, people don't always like me, but I can honestly say that for the most part, I am respected. And in many ways, that is more important than some other qualities of being respected.
I should say it is.
Yeah.
Can I just briefly show everybody Connor's picture so that
yeah, sure.
I'm not showing myself because I've been crying pretty much the day.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, Gail.
Can you guys see Connor? Can you see
No,
him?
not yet.
No,
Up.
Up.
Back. Now pull it back, Gail. Come back to there you go. Oh, that yes.
No,
That's his little sister, Delilah.
Okay, Connor's with the glasses.
Yes,
and
and,
his
that's little
sister.
Delilah, his sister.
Oh,
That was
dear,
just
so
taken
sweet.
before he went in the hospital.
Wow.
So everybody will know who,
So he suffered with Crohn's for how long?
He got diagnosed a few years ago, and he's had several blood transfusions. He's been rushed to the hospital. I'm going to just not show myself now. He's been rushed to the hospital several times. He's had, I don't know how many blood transfusions, and the first colostomy bag didn't work, so they had to put another one in. So plus he's bullied at school. It's my heart just breaks for this child.
I know it does. It's horrible.
The poor guy.
And he's so sweet and cute. He's got talk about energy and attitudes. This kid's attitude blows me away because he wants to go to school, even though he really, and he's in sports, believe it or not. I don't think he should be in sports, but he likes playing soccer. I think it's kind of too much for him.
Yeah.
Body, but hey.
Wow.
But he's got a great little attitude, and the nurses are crazy over him at Children's.
I'm sure they are. He's sweet.
It result in strength and a healing for him.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that because and now his dad's finally in his life, so that's a positive thing.
No, that's good.
So I mean, do they have doctors have a positive way forward for it, or I mean,
no one's saying anything right now because he's in a lot of pain.
They can't do much about that.
We want to get a handle on the bleeding.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
He actually changes his own colostomy bag, which blows me away.
Wow.
I had no idea he had a feeding tube. I was surprised at that, but he wasn't getting enough nutrients, so he had a feeding tube, and that's what caused a lot of problems.
Children are so resilient. They are so resilient, you know.
Yeah.
They do more than we give them credit.
Yeah.
And then look at how happy he looks in his picture.
I know. And his sister.
You'd never know.
I know. No.
You know,
Even more
again,
emotional.
Another thing, like Jesus said, you must become like little children.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there's a lesson there. We carry, as we get older, we always carry ideas of how things should be. Well, they were this way, and I want them that way, and I get used to it, and I want it to continue. And it's like, oh, brother, It's not going to happen. Every day we get older, it's not going to get better.
Yeah.
It just doesn't get quote unquote better. So
Yeah, Gail is talking about his nephew, not her grandchild.
yeah.
Yeah. Just, it was in the chat. Someone mentioned it. Yeah. Well, speaking of children, I don't know if any of you know. Let me get the Isaac Miller. He has a YouTube channel, and they just had a baby boy.
Oh,
And he
nice.
said that we could mention it, and his name is Bear.
Oh, that's
I love it.
Yeah.
cute.
So anyway, yes, he's very
It
happy.
is a boy.
Yeah, it's a boy.
Okay.
I hope so.
Yeah, happy parents.
His name is.
His
I
name
love
is
it.
Bear.
That's perfect.
It's a great name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If anybody goes on Joe and Fran, the channel, and you go to our
Oh
playlist,
yeah, this is. I wanted to talk. Go ahead.
if you go to our playlist, okay, I'm going to pull it up.
This is important.
Yeah, just go to Joe and Fran Garino and then go to playlist. And we have several videos on there.
This
But,
has nothing to do with faith, religion, or whatever he's talking about.
Right. Okay, so then you go to Coffee Talk with Joe and Fran and scroll down because we've been watching some videos about if we get stopped.
Hello,
Well, that's the channel update. I don't know if you can find it, Shauna. It's in our playlist under Coffee Talk, and it's at the bottom. And it's the name of it is Lawyers. What's the name of it? Here it is. There's different ones here, but we posted it on there.
Driving home after a long day.
Okay.
Red and blue lights flash behind you. You pull
That's
over
the one.
safely, grab your phone, hit record. The officer walks up to your window. When the first words out of his mouth are, "Turn that camera off right now." What you say in the next 10 seconds determines whether you keep your constitutional rights or hand them over.
Well,
Every single day across this country, drivers make one costly mistake when cops demand they stop recording. They comply immediately. They apologize for recording. They turn off the camera thinking it shows cooperation. And the moment that recording stops, their legal protection disappears completely.
yeah. These videos are incredibly helpful for anyone who drives, young or old, especially old folks.
There's several videos,
Yeah.
and we printed out because they're under more.
Yeah.
They have a printout, and they give you what to say. And here's 4 phrases that end a traffic
Here's the point.
traffic
The
stop.
police
fast.
are not going to protect your rights. They are not. They are protecting the sovereign authority of the state. So that's where you have to be the authority for you that you have. And this is
So this is the 90-second stop script. They said to memorize it. We actually
write it,
there.
and they said to write it
Shauna's
out,
got it
put
up
it in the
there.
car, and we are.
Thank you, Shauna. Are we on the same one? Let me see.
Turn when
She's
cops
got
say turn.
one.
That's the camera. I
Oh,
don't think
yeah.
we have that one.
Well, it's in our playlist. But this one is from a different video.
Well, there are 4 phrases.
Yeah,
is
the
most
4
important
phrases
thing.
is.
Yeah, we're going to read this one. They're all available out there, either on ours or you just go look for a few of them, any of them online. You will find plenty.
Okay, so use when the ticket warning seems done. Risk extra minutes, dog search delay. Then you say, "Am I free to leave?" Okay, that's the first phrase. The second one is, "I invoke my right to remain silent."
See, the reason, because they're going to start getting, hey, friendly, and start asking questions. So where'd you come from? And what are you going to? Blah, 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 blah. Good looking. They are fishing. They are looking for something to nail you.
Yeah.
Because they do that. And so the right we have is, I invoke my right to remain silent, officer.
Yeah.
I
And
invoke my
say-
right
yeah.
to remain silent. It's your right.
Say
The
it
Fifth
calmly
Amendment right.
and respectfully. Right. And then the third phrase is, I want an attorney. And this is when the pressure escalates, they're repeating questioning, and the risk is talking to explain becomes evidence. You don't talk.
Yeah, don't talk.
If you've already said, I invoke my right to remain silent,
Don't
then you're
talk.
silent.
Just remain
But you have to say
respectful.
that.
Yeah.
Then the
Over and over, maybe.
I want an attorney. And then if they want to search your car,
Well, see, do you mind if we just look in the car? Yeah.
Right.
Do you mind rolling the window down?
right.
We just going to click this, blah, blah, blah. And at that point, I say, I do not consent to searches. I do not consent to searches. And there's more. There's a lot more to
If
it.
you do get stopped, put your signal on, pull over, turn your engine off, keep your dome light on, keep your hands on the wheels, doors locked,
Inside.
and windows down 2 to 4 inches. You don't have to open your window
Don't put
all
the
the
window
way.
all the way down.
Just enough to give them, whatever registration or anything like that. But basically, that's
There's so much there.
4 of
Look,
them.
you don't want to live in a world like this. You don't want to. I don't want to. But if we want to drive, we do. We better face up to this, because this is what's out there.
And this is one
what's
of the
out there.
reasons why we're not taking long trips anymore.
No,
and that
not worth it.
and that
Not
plus
the time.
the driving, the way people drive now.
It's just not the time.
Thankfully,
No.
when we took our cross country trip in 2023,
That
we
was-
did not have any issues, no
That
problems.
was life. That was life
And,
then.
but
It was
now
life then.
it's totally different.
Different.
So you have to be careful out
And this
there.
is where the resilience comes in. You have to recalibrate the way you think, the way you act. So this is, at least there's helpfulness now on the internet with it. There's lawyers weighing in on this.
Yeah.
We need to step up to, otherwise you're gonna get in more trouble than you can imagine. And you didn't do anything wrong.
No, but they'll find something wrong.
Yeah.
They said even if you have like prescription bottles
Oh,
or empty
oh my
prescription
God.
bottles,
Yeah.
they said a rolled up coat, anything out of the ordinary, they're going to try to,
Yeah.
get you.
Yeah.
So anyway, just
this
to be
is-
cautious.
This is the heads up on this. See, for older folks, basically they want you off the road. They want us off the road.
Mhm.
They don't want old folks on the road.
Mm-mm.
They want what they want, and they're going to try and get it. And you have to understand, the police do not work for you, me. We may pay them, but they don't work for us. They work for the state. They work for the county. They work for the government. They're representatives and enforcers for them. So we need to know our rights and work with them and project them. See, just like don't let your light shine. Don't hide your light. Don't fail to use your personal authority that we have. In other words, you need to. It's not like optional. It's like, if you want to keep doing it, you got to. You have to. Otherwise, they'll walk all over you. So it's just something that we see as happening. This is the benefit of the internet now.
Mhm.
It's been very helpful for that. Very helpful.
Shauna, did you want to say something?
Nope. You brought me on? Nope. I don't have anything to say.
Okay, I saw you backstage. I didn't know if you wanted to come on. Okay.
I'm
Anyone-
always there. Since I'm on here, thank you for the floor. You guys, I'm just going to take this moment to welcome you to join us on Discord. It's a kind of a quiet but happening place to be. There's always some help there. Also, too, if you have some downtime and you're looking for something interesting to read, check out xjwfriends.com. There's lots of content there, and you can subscribe to newsletters, announcements, all kinds of good things. Check out what events are happening, and we try to put it all there for you.
No, you do tremendous with
Thank
it
you
too.
for
Thank
doing
you,
that.
Sean.
And
Thank you.
speaking of XJW Friends, March is coming up, and we're going to have some birthdays.
Oh, yeah, you didn't
And
do that yet.
no, because we don't have the new birthdays up for March yet. But just to let you know, because there's a couple of people
Well-
that we know.
So who's the first one in March?
March 1st, guess who? Actually, Joe, right here, March 1st.
Yeah,
And-
it's the second best birthday day in March, just so you know. It's
Yes.
a little bit twisted here. Yeah.
I know
because
you
when
know
we get to
the other way around.
yeah, when we get to March 2nd, why is that the number one birthday day in March?
Because that's Shauna's birthday.
And
my
Fran's birthday. Yes.
Oh wow, my daughter's March too. Wow.
And
Who's-
also her daughter.
Gail?
Heather, she's the 18th of March.
Oh, nice.
they think-
We'll have to
March-
mark
Just-
that down. Thank you.
Just to get back to March 2nd specifically, Fran, we also share that day with John Bon Jovi, who was born
Yes,
that
Oh,
day,
funny.
and Dr. Zeus.
Oh, that's funny.
Dr. Seuss.
It's funny.
Yep, exactly.
Mr. CIA, his son is also March 1st, and March 3rd is Stefan. Sometimes Stefan comes on. Stefan is near Chicago. So, yeah, we'll be putting up the birthdays for March next week, and we'll go through them. We go through them on the beginning of the month. We don't do them every week now because it takes time. And let's see, Happy Thought says Joe 21. Joe, one is as old as one feels, and I'm a recycled teenager.
Yeah, how many times over? I know what that's like.
Thank you, Jane Spitfire. She said, this has been a nice good night, everyone. Okay, this is nice. Good night, everyone. Good night, Jane.
Good night.
Jane.
Yeah. Gigi says, Jay, I have a knife in my glove box.
Oh, God. Don't tell him that. Don't even tell him, Lord.
Oh, dear.
No, he was saying how many inches of a knife and you don't get caught in your car. I got it in my glove.
3 inches.
I'm not sure.
don't
Every
know.
state has different. No kidding. It's
It's a kung fu knife too.
oh,
Maybe I
oh,
shouldn't.
oh my
Maybe I
God.
should take it out. I have a bat in
Maybe.
the back seat.
Oh my goodness. Check those sites out.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna now.
Yeah. Go to Joe and Fran it's under Coffee Talk, which is a playlist.
You can be all day on those sites
And-
learning.
or just look them up. You
Yep.
know, police 90-second stop script.
Yeah. It's a world we live in now. But it's not our world, but it is the world we live in. Our world is as close as we can manage. And this is where we need to keep the boundaries around that world so we don't let it in. In other words, so we don't let the harmful negative effects come in. Because they can do anything they want, but I don't want to be affected by it, even though they're going to try hard for it. We have to be careful because this is where with the news too, if we're always listening to news, well, we're letting the world come into here, and that's going to mess us up. So we have to be careful with that.
That's where we get fearful and anxious and
It's their world. It's theirs. It's
Yeah.
not ours.
No.
It's not ours. It's
No.
their wars. It's their strife. It's their politics. It's their everything. It's not ours.
that's right.
Yeah.
The name of that YouTube channel, it's called Traffic Stop Lawyer, and he is a lawyer, and so he puts these out. Like he said, it's for educational purposes. He can't do it professionally.
No, well,
but
he-
educational
yeah,
purposes.
yeah.
Traffic Stop Lawyer, and he's put out quite a few of those. And I want to thank Annie for introducing us to that.
Yeah.
And please check out our website, www.exjwfriends.com. Anything else?
Yeah, incidentally, anyone who wants to get some other context to call us. In fact, our phone number is our phone number.
I can give it, and there it is. Thank you, Shauna. She's right on it. To call Joan Fran after the show or any time other than tonight, 315-221-0130. Remember that we are in Eastern Standard Time,
See,
So
here
it's
we're 9 p.m. right here.
9
now.
o'clock
At
p.m.
night.
on a Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
And our email also is jandfguerino@gmail.com. We're on WhatsApp. If you are in a different country, you can use that number. It'll come through on WhatsApp.
Yeah. You're not
So,
alone. You're all
no.
not alone. So
And-
there's nice to connect with others of you
Yes.
around there.
Yeah.
So let us know. Thank you so much for all your contribution.
And
coming
thank
in
you,
and listening.
Shauna. Thank you
Thank you, Sean.
for coming up with all the links, and
Well,
you're right on it.
thank you. And we have to remember this is something old.
What exercise does to aging muscles?
Aching, say again. I didn't
Something
hear.
about muscles.
That's me. I was looking up something on the internet.
Aching muscle.
Okay.
Well,
I was
maybe.
looking for that site that you spoke about so I could subscribe to it.
Oh,
Okay,
traffic
okay.
stop lawyer.
Yeah,
Traffic-
I got it. I've got it.
Okay.
Okay.
What were you going to say?
Well, I
Something
still
old.
think we need to keep living our lives with love.
I
Yes.
agree.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
And let's keep Connor in our thoughts
Yeah.
and prayers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, you're
I'll
welcome.
keep you updated.
Thank you.
Say hi to him for us.
Yes,
I
please.
will.
Love him.
Love you all. And
Love
Debbie,
you too. Have
you
a-
take care of yourself, Debbie, and keep us posted.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice what Debbie said. Thank you. I'd be
Yes.
calling Dr. Kevorkian.
Oh,
That was me.
I know the feeling. I agree with. Oh well. Tomorrow is a new day.
That's right.
Yes, it
What,
is.
what did you used to always say, that your troubles will be?
Everything looks big tonight, but will be bigger in the morning, and things will look smaller.
Mhm.
And
That's true.
sleep does it.
Yes. Sleep well, everyone.
Love you.
Good night.
Good night,
Love you.
everybody. Have a
Good
nice
night.
week. Bye. Good night.
Love you all.